Here's Ball. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Pop it forward. It's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Z, and it's Williams at the center, filling out the middle. Special K, the playoffs are not far away. What kind of discussions are going on right now in those locker rooms?
Kevin, at this point in time, it's all about focus and intensity. You understand who you are and what needs to be done. It's now a matter of preparing yourself in your mind and body to go out and do that. You've worked for it, and complacency is not an option.
And the dunk by Sohan.
Paul, one of the very best passers in the game, and he gives it to you right on time and on target.
Here's Z. Off target with his three.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Fox, no good. The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Bridges with it. Sohan's there, and that one is good. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Good job from the interior. Bridges just taking his time and letting these shots come naturally within the flow of the offense. No rush at all.
Sohan inside, defended by Bridges.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Miller, and Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
Break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Spurs. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can't. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
And a closer look here at the hustle stand for San Antonio.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
First one falls for him. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success. And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
Zohan, the pass to Paul. Driving the lane. The Hornets pull it in. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Miller. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Now, Vassell. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Miller surveying the floor. Here's Z. Best game, an incredible scoring display for him. And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving, and of course, finds the open man.
And San Antonio has possession. Paul with the ball. Williams picks him up. And Wembanyama throws it down.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
To the middle. Here's Williams. Misses from short range. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. 10 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Counted.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Fox. Off target from outside. Hornets trail by 4. Here's Z. 7 points in the game. Here's Ball. Pass to Z. From beyond the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And they pick up 2. Fox has got 12 points in the game.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Ball, the pass to Z. Back to Ball. And taken away by Paul. One-on-one fast break. And there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 8-point game. Here's Z. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 10.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of this quarter.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Castle's checked in for the Spurs. The Hornets also with the sub. Nurkic is checked in. Here's Castle. Good D by Miller. Hornets trail by 7. Inside, Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Sohan with the ball. He's against Bridges. And it's Sohan missing. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. The kick out to Ball. Miller outside. Pass to Z. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from way outside. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Castle. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Z. 10 points for him. Out to the right wing. From downtown. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Castle. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
There's Ball with the 3. Connects from three-point range.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Right side, Fox. Here's Castle. Now the pass to Vassell. Over Miller. Vassell, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Back to Ball. Pass to Z. Tries a three. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
Here's Strus. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Hornets ball. Hornets trail by 3. Ball finds Miller. Passes to Mann. Back to Miller. Launches from deep. They get it again. Nurkic can't hit. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Johnson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Salon. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Miller kicks the ball. 5 to shoot. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the paint, here's Wembanyama. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Here's Kolek. Still scoreless. Kicks it out to Johnson. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Tips it. Wembanyama on the follow. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. Right at
Count the basket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Kolek, defended by Mann. Kolek, no good. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
It's good. And now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Pass to Kolek. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball with it. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. It's stolen by Wembanyama. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. They've got Peyton. Williams is out there with Bridges. Then there's Z. And it's Salon in at the small forward position. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against the Hawks played a huge game. He finished with 52 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
San Antonio making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. To the inside. Castle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
And another three-point shot ball from Z. Z's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets. And San Antonio shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Peyton against Paul. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Charlotte leading by 4. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And the shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Down low, here's Castle. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Another assist in the career of Chris Paul. As good as anybody we've seen past the rock.
Here's Z. 22 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Salon, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. To the left side wing. The pass to Z. Here's Salon, defended by Strus. Salon, no good. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Miles Bridges.
And what Johnson lacks in size, he makes up for with determination. Even the foul can't stop it completely.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Fox comes in for Castle.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
And so here's Charlotte. Keldon Johnson unable to get his last shot to go. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Great. He's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Payton, right side. Buries it down low. Payton's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Now here's Paul. No scoring in this one. To halt the run, and it's good on the way.
Boy, a tough, gritty, smart point guard. Paul isn't at all intimidated by a little contact.
Hornets leading by 9. Payton passes to Z. To the right side. Here's Salon, covered by Vassell. And good that time.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Fox from outside. The rebound by Payton.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
So it's San Antonio now. After the basket by Charlotte, here's Fox. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And the Spurs pushing it up now. And he comes up with the deuce. 6 points for Johnson.
Just a great player in the open court. Johnson moves so well and able to complete that break.
Pass to Williams. Rebounded by the Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Here's Sohan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Mark Williams. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
The Spurs making a switch here. Branham's checked in.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 11. Rebound by Smith. The Hornets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Sinks that one from the post. Bridges has got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end.
Here's Z. After the basket by San Antonio. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Three-pointer on the way. Vassell grabs the board. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Hornets leading by 9. Here's Z. Trains the three-pointer. Z's got 31.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Vassell finds Sohan. Here's Branham. Passes it to Vassell. Clock at 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA. Like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Brandon Miller, he's checked in for the Hornets. To the middle, here's Smith. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now, here's Johnson. He has 6. Pass to Vassell. No good on the triple. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
So it's San Antonio now, following the missed shot by Nurkic. Here's Z. He's got 31. Bridges outside. Smith on the wing. From the corner. Yep, it counts. Smith's got his second basket of the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
On the wing, Johnson. Over to the wing. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Hornets ball.
Max Strus is checked in for Vassell. Hornets leading by 15. Ball finds Bridges. Back to Ball. Kolek grabs the miss. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
2 minutes.
Wembanyama outside. Pulls it up. Easy money for Wembanyama.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Driving inside. And the layup falls.
LaMelo Ball.
Ball's got 5 points so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Wembanyama. 23 points his last outing. Drilled from 6 feet. Wembanyama has got 4 points in the quarter.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now, here's Ball. He has 5. Here's Salon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs trail by 13. Here's Branham. The layup missed. Smith finds Ball. Miller outside. Smith outside. On the wing, Bridges. The pass to Miller. Smith for 3. And the 3 ball is good. He has 7.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Driving in. Bridges with the steal. And here's the fast break. Miller inside. Good on the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 18.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And so it's Charlotte with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Z.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Paul, and it's Vassell into the 3 slot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Here's Fox, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The handles of Fox, nasty. Remarkable at carving through the defense and creating shot opportunities for himself.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Ball. On the wing, Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Williams dishes to Bridges. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
That's just a case of desire. Bridges wanting it more.
Outside, Fox. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 9 assists now tonight.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Here's Z. Here's Williams. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. He's got 10.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And it's Fox with the jam.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. And with his speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. EA thanks. Spurs trail by 17. Floats it up for Wembanyama. That one misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Inside. That's good from Fox on the assist by Vassell. Fox has got 11 points in the quarter.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Passes it to Williams. Over Wembanyama. Williams' shot is off.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. Launches a 3. Ball with the rebound. Hornets leading by 18. Bridges passes the ball. Puts up a 3. Z can't get it to go. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And stolen by Williams. Here's Miller. He drains the quick shot. And that's now 10 points from Brandon Miller.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Vassell against Miller. And Miller with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Castle's checked in for the Spurs. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Trey Mann, he's checked in for Ball. Six to shoot. Here's Castle. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 8 rebounds in this game. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
And here is Vassell, following the 3 moments ago from Z. Wembanyama. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Nice defense by Vassell. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Shoots from the baseline, and he drops that one in. Fox has got 13 points in the second half.
Got to respect the jumper of Fox now. The form is solid, and he's a lefty, which always makes a guy dangerous.
Here's Z. Offline with his 3. Spurs trail by 21. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Hornets, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Josh Green's checked in for Bridges. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Here's Z. 37 points for him. And it's Miller penetrating. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Miller's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Here's Z. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Fox, no good. Charlotte's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from 3-point land in the second half. To the paint, and stolen by Wembanyama. To the inside, Vassell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Vassell's got 6.
Now, I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
And he banks in the layup.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. A different look now for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Sohan. And Strus is subbed in for Vassell. Johnson outside. Knocked loose. Payton with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. There's the pass to Green. Shoots over Fox. Pass to Mann. Now Green jacks up a 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Right side, Fox. San Antonio again missing. The Hornets shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Pass to Salon. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 7 points in the game.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Strus with it. Five on the clock. Fox against Payton. Fox, no good. Hornets shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Here's Salon. He has 7. Back to Green. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Fox misses and the dry spell continues.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Pass to Salon. Now, man, taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 16.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Fox finds Johnson. Now, Wembanyama. Spurs working the ball around now. To the middle. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Strus kicks to Fox. Back to Strus.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's rebounded by Charlotte. Now, here's Payton. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
Boy, I think the postgame of Payton catches defenders off guard. I mean, he's got a lot of moves down there.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. Passes it to Wembanyama. The shot comes out.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Here's Salon. Back to Payton. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Castle. Fox from outside buries the long-range jumper. Fox has got 17 now just in the second half.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Here's Salon. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Salon's got 5 points now this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Fox. He has 35. Here's Strus. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Payton against Fox. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Fox has got 37.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth, they've got Smith. Josh Green is out there with Mark Williams. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's man in at the point guard position. Now here is Smith, and it's good for two.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Kolek, defended by man. The pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Pass to Kolek. Here's Champagnie. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
Pass to Green. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
Here's Kolek. He takes it in. A shot by Champagnie, no good. And Charlotte turns it over again. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Sohan inside, working on Williams. And it's Sohan missing. And now here's Nurkic. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Champagnie, and he makes good on the layup.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And for the Hornets, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? He got it again! Sensational!
Once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he is moved into third all-time for most 40-point games in a single season. Here's Sohan. Rebound by Williams.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Here's Z. And another 3 for Charlotte.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
And he makes both free throws. Charlotte has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Z, and that one drops. Z's got 14 points here in the second half.
And, you know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Hornets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the basket is good. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Simply brushing off the contact. Williams staying focused on the business at hand.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And you know for that matchup with New York, There aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
We've seen the league Clark crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Passes it to Sohan. From deep three-point land. And they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Stolen away. Champagny passes to Branham. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And there's the pass to Z. From deep. Kolek grabs the miss. Kolek has got 4 rebounds in this game. Branham, good. Branham's got 4 points this quarter.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Z. No good on that one. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it. But I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
And the Hornets call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
San Antonio making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Here's Smith. Here's Z. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Here's Kolek. Pass to Vassell. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's Z, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul.
We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple of years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. San Antonio's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Pass to Vassell. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
The officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Elbow. At the line for the Hornets, Smith.
And the first one at the line is good. Wembanyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Smith hits them both. For San Antonio, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Branham. And the rebound by Nurkic. Here's Z. Pass to Salon. Here's Z. Shoots a three. Good. That's another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
And it's Sohan missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Z. Off target from three-point range. The Spurs shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Pass to Branham. Here's the three. Cans it from downtown. Branham's got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Here's Z. Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And the pass to Sohan. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
San Antonio's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. To the wing right side. Here's Branham. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other.
And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Johnson, he's checked in for Sohan. The Hornets also with a sub. Payton, he's checked in for Smith. Pass to Branham. Clock at 4. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Z. Connects again from distance.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Vassell against Green. Pass to Kolek. Now Johnson puts up a deep 3. Tries again. The 3. It's rebounded by Salon. Salon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Z. Misses the 3. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense
for the Hornets.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep, even though it is a small number. Still nice to get that sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Z.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Salon. Here's Z. Good! Another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Passes it to Wembanyama. San Antonio again missing. Here's Z. There's the triple. And again for three.
Splashes home another three, and he moves into second place all time with that made 4 games.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.